If I can't go to the bathroom in public, if I can't use changing facilities, if I can't, engage in recreational activities, I can't go out.
Transgenders are fucking crazy.
Oh my God, really? Just really?
3 years ago, Perks, who identifies using the pronouns its, came out as non-binary, a change that has increased its self-expression as well as its interest in makeup.
I find it's a good and fun way to express myself. It's like an art medium, except you're constantly showing it to everybody, right?
Seven's mom says it was important to educate herself about its identity.
Wasn't that familiar with non-binary myself, so I did a lot of research, and there's lots of resources available, and really took the cues from Seven on how to proceed.
Perks says the gender clinic at BC Children's Hospital has been helpful in guiding the journey. Seven moves schools because of the bullying, allowing it to find a supportive group of friends.
Trans people, we're here, and we're allowed to exist.
I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna laugh. I know the Children's Hospital, it should be called the mental ward, actually. And what? So, no, I'm done. I have a lot of empathy for these kids. I do. But, F you to the parents who are playing along. I took Seven's lead. You took your, child's lead on this? Are you insane? These kind of parents are actually insane. And also, I didn't know what non-binary was. I did a lot of research. What? What is happening, everyone? Why? What? That is not normal. Okay, that person just colored their face with a black marker and it calls themselves it. I remember when it was an actual insult. It still is. If somebody called me it, I would lose my crap. I'm not even kidding you. What? There's nothing positive about anything you just saw. Nothing about that is actual true, in my opinion, true mental illness. And this child needs help. It doesn't need transition. And they had to transition their child out of whatever school they were in because they were getting teased. No shit, Sherlock. Look at them. They're not even trying to actually be a part of the world. Drawing all over their face. There's something going on there. And you think everyone's going to call it it? They're going to call it it. And if you listen to the way that they were, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit wired on all of this because I'm just so effing over it. And I just am blown away by that. Literally 1 minute video said so much about what is going on with the transgender. And I use that in heavy quotes because that's not transgender. There's nothing about it that's transgender. That's full on, in my opinion, kids screaming for help. Yet we have adults like the mom acting like everything. And the kid's name is Seven, spelled like with a 7 and a VN, all crazy. Like this would be normal, right? In the context of just playing around with stuff like we did with goth and punk rock, and on some level we thought we were being so serious, but there was no harm being done because they weren't being told that is actually their true identity. And I'm just effing over it. I am, and I'm gonna just keep exposing this. So I want to thank you all really for seeing what I'm doing, and the comments are so, I hardly get any more hate comments, which is, I'm not asking for them, but I think it's pretty amazing that it's become that. Secondly, I want to say, in regards to my latest video that I just did about the Islamic people in Dearborn, Michigan, and what I believe as something that is a threat to us. It's hard for me to make those videos because they get suppressed on all platforms, which I just want you to know that. So some of you have been writing me to tell me that your comments have been suppressed. Yeah, so that's what, I don't even need to say anything. So that being said, let's move forward with this because I got a good mashup today of stuff that'll show you why everyone's over you, trans community. This is why, because you have literally made a mockery out of something that is a serious mental disorder, and you took it and made it into this insane clown show.
Is that we need to look at this in the whole. whether it's inefficient healthcare or definitions or sports or everyday life, what we're seeing is an erasure of trans people from public life. If I can't go to the bathroom in public, if I can't use changing facilities, if I can't, engage in recreational activities, I can't go out. What am I meant to do? And so if I can't do that, then I cannot exist.
So this is the other BS crap that they're spewing. It's literally like they all got the same memo, and they all say the exact same thing. It's not heartfelt. It's not real. It's literally part of the agenda. It's a memo. This is what you say when you get on any kind of show or you publicly put, we can't exist if we can't. Well, how did I exist? When there's literally no laws about trans people. When I did this, and as I've existed, there was no such thing as trans laws or trans rights. It's never been that way. And I existed perfectly fine. So this is the privilege these people have, that they don't even know how you exist. Trans woman, how you exist is you figure it out and walk the world with everyone else, not as you are the queen of everyone and you get to have your own toilet and you get to screw women in sports and you get to be this person no matter what anybody says. Sorry, that's literally not what being trans is. What being trans is figuring out how to coexist with the world. No one's stopping you from existing. No medical care. Bullshit. You can totally get medical care, okay? But you all abused the medical care, and now it's being rolled back. I have medical care. I go to the doctor all the time. What are you people talking about? So I'm going to keep exposing your full, we can't exist. I never can leave my house. That's your problem. That's not my problem or anyone else's problem. You're not teaching each other to exist in the world. You're teaching each other to actually feel like victims and the whole world is against you. And the whole world is over you because you're not a victim and you have everything that everyone else has. So I just want to keep exposing to you that I swear to God, it's a memo of how to be trans. Pretend like you're a victim. That's literally it. So now I'm going to show you this.
Should transgenders be allowed to own guns?
No.
Why?
Transgenders are fucking crazy. They shouldn't be allowed anywhere normal people should be allowed. They should just put them all on an island and let them just chill out over there. When they're in regular public, they need special rules. They need special applications for things. They act like they're this brand new species that just came fucking about, like they weren't already born a male or female. So they blow everything out of proportion. They make everything irrational. I'm actually pretty tired of these motherfuckers, for real.
Right on, dude. I'm full on with you, and I'm a transsexual. Okay, so yeah, right there. This is what they're speaking to you, trans people out there. Maybe open your ear and listen. Okay, people are over you because you're not making any sense anymore. You want. You can't keep taking out of the bank and not put back because eventually the bank is empty. And then what? What are you going to do? You don't have anything left to do. And people are not going to loan you any money, and they're not going to loan you shit. Because you didn't take care of your own self. You're not being taught to take care of yourself. So people are just like, nah, you don't get shit anymore. We're done. See you later. And that's literally what's going to happen. And you're going to cry because you don't have your own bathroom. And who said you can't play sports? Nobody ever said you couldn't play sports, ever. You can literally go play sports. I'll tell you what, if I went down to the park and a bunch of dudes were shooting hoops or like playing soccer, I bet you I could put myself in that space, not even saying anything, and everyone would be totally cool about it. Why? Because I don't wear a big t-shirt that says I'm a tranny, okay? I don't wear shit like that. Stop wearing save trans kids with a big knife that wants to kill. Stop wearing violent, nonsensical shit, right? And when they say trans people shouldn't own guns, well, that's a whole other video I should do because, yeah, that's a subject there. People don't trust you anymore. They don't trust you. Why would they trust you with a gun? They don't even trust you with the toilet. So this is a politician out of New York, Maud Marone, I think her last name is. And I've spoken to her many times, and she's full on, totally on board with LGBTQ rights. She's super cool. But people are always calling her transphobic. She's not. I've had conversations with her. She's literally not. But listen to this.
Is ridiculous. Homophobic, give me a break. I stand up for gay kids all the time. I think you meant transphobic. Knowing the difference between a man and a woman is not transphobic, and standing up for gay kids who have the right to reach adulthood whole and safe is not any kind of phobic.
Okay. Thank you, candidates.
And there you go. Because somebody called her transphobic. What? Why? Because she's speaking out against the destruction of kids, and mostly gay kids, because she says, no, I'm not cool with puberty blockers, nor am I. Okay, so now she's transphobic and homophobic. Your guys are so weak. You're weak in your pushback. You don't even know how to have an actual conversation. You don't even know what transphobia is. You are creating transphobia, okay? The fear of trans people exists more than ever because even I'm fearful of you all. So people within your own space are fearful of you because, first off, you're not even really trans. You're all a bunch of posers, and you've all just totally destroyed the whole space. I've been on this show, by the way. So this guy is also not transphobic. He has the conversation. No matter what you think about his political space, I don't really care. Put that over here. This dude is not transphobic. He speaks facts like I and you do and what we want to hear. All we want is reality and facts. That's it.
No one asks what is a man, and no one gives a fuck if you're a woman and you pretend to be a man, because you're not going to victimize men. That's the dirty little thing that they're covering up about all this, is you're opening up the door to people that now have a Willy Wonka golden ticket to pretend that they're a woman and be around women, and then dominate women's spaces and dominate women's sports and dominate all kinds of things that women are involved in, just with their personalities, like the overbearing fucking shitty male personalities, overbearing and taking over women's groups. It's fucking nuts. And if you're not them, then if you don't support that, then you're a TERF. And they're like, we could shoot TERFs, and then there's like punch a TERF, and they think that because they're a woman, it's okay for this woman, this trans woman, to do violence on a biological woman, which is like bananas. Like now we're allowing men to beat up women because they say they're a woman.
Bam. Bam. I should just end the video now. Bam. These are facts, people. Nobody gives a F if you're trans, okay? What they care about is the safety of everyone, coexisting in the world with everyone. You can't take rights away from one group to make one group better or feel safer. That's not how life works. That's not how society works. You've literally ripped apart whatever trans rights were in place before. They're all going away. And that's a fact. That is an actual fact. I've been on this dude's show. He was super cool with me. From the beginning, we agreed trans women should not be in sports. And that's when the trans community, I think I was on the show 7 or 8 years ago, and I was full on in agreement with him. And that's when the trans Fallon Fox came after me. They all came after me. That's when they particularly started to say that I was transphobic, because I agree with him that trans women are not women. They're males who want to look like women and be women, but I don't understand why you wouldn't want to coexist with women. Instead, you want to rip women down and take their space. He said it all right there. Whether you like it or not, those are factual. That's factual. So I just want to show you this, because this is a protest against extremism. Okay, this is how it's literally like a bunch of nutty people got together and call themselves trans. It is so shocking. They're all walking like zombies. There's every flag in the book. There's that scary flag. There's the trans flag. I even think I saw maybe the Hamas flag. I'm not even sure anymore. Like, of course, pro-Palestine or free Palestine, whatever it's called. I mean, literally. And they're walking so slow. This is against extremism. This is an actual parading. And look at, they're like completely doing exactly what they're supposed to be marching against. I mean, the absurdity of it all is so, I mean, really, it's just comical. Now, this couple I did an actual video on. It got demonetized because I said things that are true and real. And somehow, I guess people don't like me talking about true and real, but this is a man and a woman married. They're in Utah. I think they're Mormons. They might have stopped being Mormons at this point. Not that that matters, but I just want to set the background. And so this man decided that he wanted to be a woman, so he transitioned and stayed married to his wife, but literally became his wife. And they're like, they have like millions of followers on TikTok. This dude is full on AGP. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to take out the music that's in it because I do think it might be copyright and I just don't want to deal with it. So I will be removing the music from this. You should recreate your wedding photos, it says at the top. And then here they are. Look at, he looks like her now. And look, that's him before. What? I see, they recreated. Oh, what? What? You wonder why people are keep that private. That should be actually private. It is weird. Even I think it's weird. OMG. Yeah, see how she did a double take? Did you see that? She did a double take. Like, whoa, is that me? Your husband became you. And that's considered transgender. Nope, that's not. That's AGP. Autogynephilia. You can look it up. I did a video on it. It's literally a fetish. It's a fetish. He had a fetish to be his wife. And now he's his wife. Oh my. Okay, well, have fun. That's your life, not mine. Wonder why everybody's over you all. Okay, so there's two last ones here that I want to do this one. I want to read this one first to you because this just proves to me right here that these people are total fakes. A transsexual person is somebody who has what's called gender dysphoria, who has a mental disorder. It's not normal. There's nothing normal about this, and it's totally okay. It's fine. It's not an insult to say that. Gender dysphoria, I don't want to look like a girl and walk the world as a woman and I feel much more, but I never change my sex, okay? So the whole point of transition is to look like the opposite sex, a man and a woman. A woman wants to look like a man and a man wants to look like a woman, okay? That's the basis of what transsexualism is. But now we have these what we call trenders, who literally co-opted our language and now say anyone can be trans, and trans is an identity to them. They identify as trans. I do not identify as trans. I identify as a man, as a male. And I think you understand what I mean by that. I know I'm not a man, okay? I identify to look this way so I can walk the world in peace, no more gender dysphoria, blah, 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 right? These people write, Polly Pocket Knife says a lot, okay? The nice, loving crowd of trans people. If I woke up tomorrow as a cis woman, you mean if you woke up tomorrow as a woman, I'd immediately chop off my hair and start going by they and he, to be honest. Okay, what? So you don't want to look like an actual woman. You want to look trans. They're outing their whole agenda here. Then this girl, okay, who calls themselves trans, said, I'm trans mask. That's another co-opting. Trans mask is basically just a butch lesbian. I'm trans mask, but if I woke up tomorrow as a cis man, as a man, okay, the speed at which I would get on estrogen would be astounding. Again, totally outing themselves that they're not trans. They're not. They're totally co-opting what trans is, and it's why everyone's so over it. You people aren't even trans. You have co-opted it to make it into an identity, okay? And to make yourselves into fools and to walk the world thinking everyone cares about you. Nobody cares about you anymore. And everybody's over you. And you're all going to have to go away soon, okay? Because we're going to keep exposing you. The last one I want to bring to you, I think is so great. It's not necessarily all about trans, but I think you're going to get why I'm playing it because it's just excellent. It's an excellent rant.
Youngins, cover your ears, cause shit's about to get real. I'ma go ahead and warn you now, I'm fixing to be loud. Any hootie, I am officially self-diagnosing myself with white, liberal bitch fatigue. And let me tell you why. If I hear another one of you pube tangles talking shit, we live on stolen land, I'm gonna lose my absolute shit. This land was fucking conquered. What happened to Native Americans was fucked up. Don't get that twisted. But also, the Native American tribes would fight each other for land. But it's a lot fucking different in this country now. Why? Because we have laws and structure. If an American citizen goes to any other country, there is going to be laws and stipulations on how long you can fucking stay there. Why should the United States be any damn different? Before y'all go off calling me some kind of stupid ass name that y'all like to call us, keep in mind I may be neon white and I damn near glow in the dark, but I am part Native American. Racist, fascist. The only shit y'all know how to call somebody always ends in ist or ick. That's because y'all are stupid. If I break the fucking law in our country, I will face consequences for it. Crossing into our country illegally is against the fucking law. Oh my God, who said that? I did, you hell-bending duck vaginas. Y'all are the ones that hate our country. Y'all are the ones that are causing the problems and the diversity. Y'all are the ones that want to put outsiders and criminals above American citizens. Do you honestly think you're going to be able to persuade those of us that have common sense to lean over to y'all's fucking way of thinking? You are dead ass fucking wrong and you are dumber than what I thought you were. I said what I said.
Okay, you're welcome. She's awesome. So basically, as you see, it pertains to a lot of things I've been talking about lately. A lot of the insanity. People are over it. They're fucking over it. Look, we're allowed to say things in this country. If they hurt your feelings, go find another, hole to go bury yourself in. But if you actually really cared about your own self, you would learn how to walk the world getting things hit at you. It's the only way you're ever going to be able to walk the world. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. I don't care where you are. Not everyone likes you. Ever. Okay? But why all of a sudden is trans this magical fairy dust space where everyone has to like you? Or being Islamic, if you don't agree with them, you're phobic. Again, I put those two things together because they're very similar in their rhetoric, okay? You're phobic against them if you don't agree with them. You're phobic against these people if you disagree with this and that. That's bullshit. That is actual bullshit. That's not how our country works, nor should it work. And you wonder why more people are moving towards the right, okay? Because the left is the one spewing all this insanity and they've lost their way. I'm a very, very middle ground person. I've told you that from the beginning of this channel. And I will stay middle ground because it's truly in my heart. I believe in coexisting. I don't believe in things over here and I don't believe in things over here. I don't know if I even believe in everything here. I think most rational people don't believe all the way there and all the way there. Because if you are all the way there and all the way there, there's a lot of stuff maybe that could be called cult-like, or maybe you're not looking at all the things. I love to be educated. I love to change my mind. I love to learn things. I don't know if that's because I wasn't like that when I was young, but now as an older person, I really do value, learning. I value changing my mind. I value moving forward. And so with that, I'm going to continue to expose this stuff because it hurts me. It hurts me as a transsexual, and it hurts the community of transsexual people who just want to live our lives. These people are hurting us on so many levels, and it's not okay. It's not okay with me, and it's not okay to do this to young people. So with that, baby girl is doing so good. I mean, I am blown away by this baby. So when I got her, she was underweight. I told you she was a little bit not doing well. Her head. Her head is like this big. I like as big as my head. I have never seen anything like it. Like her whole body is. I have a doctor's appointment with her tomorrow, so I'm super excited to see. And I'll tell you how much weight she gained. But I mean, I think she's making up for lost time. But holy crap, it is hilarious to literally. I call her Pumpkinhead now because it's just. I wish I could show you, but I can't. I'm sorry, but just take my word for it, okay? So with that, thanks so much for liking, subscribing. I appreciate you guys so much. Keep doing the comments. And I apologize if YouTube is taking your comment down. That's something I can't control, and it's such a bummer. But I think I'm not stopping. Just so you know, I'm not stopping, and I'm not going to not post these kinds of videos, and I'm going to keep talking about all of the things that somehow people are scared to talk about. So with that, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.